Hello everybody, welcome back to Tech Control. So today I'm gonna do a little bit of a gameplay of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So it's the newest Assassin's Creed in this franchise. So as you can see, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna benchmark the game and see what kind of presets I get. So based on those presets, if they're good, which they hopefully should be because it's an RTX 3070, I'm probably gonna continue the gameplay with these presets and probably adjust a few things, but in this case I think we should be good because we are averaging. So the sweet spot for me, of course, at 1440 with this RTX 3070, I'm aiming for 60. If I can get 60 stable FPS playing at 1440, I think that's amazing. And as we can see from here, we're actually doing pretty well with the preset to ultra high, and FPS limit is off. I want to see what we can do here. And VSync I usually keep off because I have a G-Sync compatible monitor, so there's really no point of keeping VSync on. So I'll probably periodically interrupt here, but and I did a few edits. I mean this is my first time playing the game, so I had to do a few edits because just to learn. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. So as you can see here, the average is 65, which is not bad at all. So over here, as you can see, I just kind of go around the game, go around these tents. So it does take place in the era of the Vikings, and that was actually a pretty cool series on Netflix that I had watched a few years back. But you really kind of get the feel as if you're actually there. Now, one thing, Ubisoft does a soft rather, not sauce. Ubisoft does a very good job on really exploring the areas and kind of going through the historical facts and studying the characters and their lifestyles and what it would have been like back then. They do a very good job on that, and they really make the game immersive, so you actually feel like you're in that era and in that time frame, given the from the clothing to the weapons and just the overall environment and what it would have been like. So I think they do a very good job on that. And I know all the Assassin's Creed franchises have been like that, so given the different settings and the different environments, and that's one of the very popular, I guess, key selling features of the Assassin's Creed franchise is not only is the gameplay very cool, but the settings and the environment and the scenery. Man, some of these views in previous games too, the Assassin's Creeds, the scenery is just breathtaking. And I mean, if you have a card, a GPU that can push, of course, high frames and you can get very good quality, it's almost like watching a movie, or it's almost like watching Vikings at this point. So we're just going through the cabins here. Walking around, as you can see the snowflakes falling, and I guess you see crows or these guys flying around, just collecting these berries or stuff from the bush. I guess would be like your health, and you can recharge your stamina and whatnot. Again, if you just observe the scenery, so the textures and the level of detail in the environment, right? The rocks and the snow, and as you're walking in the snow, it leaves a trail behind. It's very cool. And this is your kind of like a bird's eye view, so it's kind of like binoculars in more modern games. So you can use this guy to kind of scope out your objectives and see potential enemies in the area. Flies around. That's pretty cool. So as far as this crow can see here, of course, this is all open world, so you would be able to explore everything that we see right here.
This place is heavily guarded.
So this is where we can gear up. So you can give him a few different options in terms of clothing and his raven cloak and whatnot, and you got your shield and your axe. So you can customize what your player has in the inventory here. And then we got something where the raven can land on our arm. So yeah, they're ravens, not crows. So these are ravens in this game. And I guess in the Viking era, they had a lot of very interesting beliefs. So their superstitions and what they believed in. I mean, it was a bit crazy, but I mean, that's Vikings for you. Here I'm going to try to fight the enemy here. So I'm not really used to third-person perspective games, but it's very interesting. It's very fun. You can target the enemy that you want to attack, and then you just use your attacks. There's a small attack, and then there's a medium attack, like a weak attack, and then a harder attack. So, and as you can see, the frames, we're in a little battle scene here. You have the snow falling. You can see how the camera's panning, and we're averaging 60, 64, 65. Very, very good frames. Again, level. Oh yeah, this is one mistake that I kept making. So I accidentally kept hitting the sticks on the controller when you press them at the same time, because you're pressing left stick to sprint and right to pan the camera, move around. And I accidentally pressed them both down, and then I noticed that screen comes up to take a picture. Anywho, so let's go help my mates here, and let's axe that guy. What's he doing in the bush? Huh? He's trying to avoid the confrontation. That guy just walked out like he's not really with us. He's just walking along. Okay, there, he pulled out his shield. Help, guys? Do I gotta do all the work here? Okay. Very cool though. Very realistic. And just, you can see the points as and it's cool because they have their health bars on top of them, so you'll know how much more you have to attack them or hit them to get rid of them. In this scene here, oh, this is just breathtaking. This is just so cool. That's amazing. I'm just panning the camera just to get an idea. So again, the more graphics you have in any given environment in a game, the more your frame rates are gonna drop, because it's rendering so many frames and such level of detail in the graphics. So look at the reflection of the sun in the water. I mean, that's amazing. You can see the sun rays there, and then you have the ripple in the water as the boat is sailing. You have ravens, I guess, flying around. You got smoke. Got a bit of fog. You got mist. You have, wow. And we're doing very good in terms of frames. We're on 60, 60, 63, 64 is the average. And then the level of detail, I mean, in the environment is amazing. Over here, I guess it's kind of got ahead of myself here, so I tried to raid the village. Again, don't really have any skill points or anything like that on my side here, but I just ran in here, and my partners are just went all out. We're like, we are the Vikings and we are going to take over. Give us your village, give us your land. And here's where we end up back in Fornburg. So I guess this is his home, or his village, his neck of the woods. I'm gonna talk to Renvi here.
We thought we had lost you, Eivor. For good this time.
Cutscenes are pretty cool.
Welcome as always, Randvi.
They look pretty nice too.
Red and shit. What
I
happened?
noticed the clothing
Nothing to
and,
crow about,
you know, back
except
in
to
the
say the
Vikings
men
era,
are dead.
their ornaments or their jewelry and
Well enough. Though I have spent
just
many
their
tiresome
overall
days calling the
appearance
rages
is
of our king.
very
He is
convincing in
not
this
happy
game.
with you.
I expected as much. And what of Sigurd? Has he returned from his raids?
My husband should be home today. The last we
So you
heard,
play
he
a
was
character
approaching
whose
Savannah.
parents were murdered at the beginning of
We have need of his courage.
Sigurd will not save you from his father's
when
wrath,
the
Eivor.
story starts.
You should know that by
I don't
now.
want to add that because then I mean you
They
could
do a
you could
raid,
watch
not
that
go as
elsewhere.
planned.
The
They
video
rarely
would have
go as
been
planned.
too long.
But we killed many of Kjotve's warriors. And there was this.
He was talking about
My
the
father's
sword,
axe among
or
the
the
dead.
axe rather, his father's axe.
After so many years, you should take it to Gunnar. He will give it back its edge.
A good idea. After I see our king.
That I do not advise.
And I'll get back to you in the next
He
scene.
is meeting with a messenger from the north.
I can wait.
A cloud hangs over you. Is something wrong?
Seeing my father's axe after 17 winters, it stirred something in me. A feeling I've not had since the day he was killed. Since the day I got this.
Memories of past agonies, of sadness and pain.
I should speak with Valka. She could help me make sense of my feelings.
Take your time getting settled. I will see you at the Longhouse.
I think you have lost your edge, Eivor, just like that axe. Maybe Gunnar can help you with both.
I will let you know.
So over here you can you have skill points. So I just left it as default, and I'm gonna get some stealth here, and over here I'm gonna get some range damage. Stealth and range damage, or might have to get more skill points for that one. Okay, Fornburg, and this is a cave. Got a little fire pit there. Candles, some other stuff here. Shields. Some wool blankets it looks like. And one of the most interesting and I guess selling features or selling points of this game is the massive open world with this level of detail. Might be repeating myself here, but I gotta say, once you really appreciate the game, once you're playing the game at these kind of settings, either 2K or 4K, and you experience this is pretty cool. And as I was watching the trailer, so you have different seasons, so I wonder what the game will look like, you know, when it's in when it's like spring or summer with all the detail in the graphics and the fields and the flowers and the colors. Now this is pretty cool. This is the reason why I bought Valhalla, for this moment right here. So trying to climb the highest peak in the game and just kind of chilling there, just standing there and looking around you. That is so awesome. He's got his shield, his bow and arrow. He's breathing. You can see that in the graphics. Cool. There's actually a higher mountain over there. Let's try getting on that one. That's a cool jump. See the sun reflecting off his shield, running through the snow. The snow is leaving tracks, and we're averaging 76. That's the higher peak. Yeah, very good frames with this card. Very good.
Thunin, guide me.
And over here I'm finally climbed the highest mountain peak that I could see here, and frames are very good here. So I'm just gonna climb all the way up here. Okay, we're almost there. Look at that. That is super cool. Almost there. And here we are. Would you look at the graphics on this? This is why I bought Valhalla. To do this. To climb the highest mountain peaks and just be the king of the world. And I was actually trying to hit the right stick down to get that panoramic view, but I was accidentally trying to access the tree that was on top of the mountain. But look at that. That is cool. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below. What are you running? What kind of GPU? What kind of settings? How do you like the game? And we will catch you in the next video. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and peace.